Let's talk about the time travel in fiction and reality t-shirt. Time travel is something that we see in movies and fiction, we talk about all the time, but it's never really had a good taxonomy made because there's different rules in different books. Here's all the types. We begin with time loop. We're going left to right here. Time loop is just when time loops, okay? Same day happens over and over again, for example, like in Groundhog Day. Branching timelines. Let me explain the shirt a little bit at this point. The blue line is you. Okay, that's the beginning of the story. You are this blue line. And the gray line is like calendar days. When you join a new gray line, you've entered a brand new timeline. An example of this would be something like Back to the Future 2, where you're actually traveling through time. That's the yellow line. You leave time as you know it, and now you're back in the past, but a whole new gray line appears. What that means is that, yeah, you're back in the past, but what you do back then will not affect the present that you're from. The green line represents you out of place in time. And the blue and the green lines here can interact, and that's why they're squiggly, but it causes no paradoxes for the real you or the you that was in that previous timeline. The fixed timeline is when you can go back in time. A new timeline doesn't start, but you can't interfere because usually through some excellent writing or magic, everything you do just causes what was always fated to happen. Some examples of that are found in The Terminator, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Just wait. This is my favorite kind of time travel. This is when you travel through time by just doing nothing, by just living, by growing older. It happens to all of us. It's happening to you right now. In fact, the very first example we give is your actual life. It's not just a joke though, because there are also stories like Rip Van Winkle, right? He traveled through time, but just by falling asleep for like years. Time dilation is when the speed of time that you experience is different. This is famously seen in things like Planet of the Apes, the original movie. Dynamic timeline, this is where you get all kinds of wild paradoxes, like in the first Back to the Future. Here, Marty's this blue line, and then he travels back in time. He needs to get back to the future, but here he is. The green line is him in the past from the 80s, and he interacts with people that he already knew before, like his parents. Finally, multiverse. This is based on the idea that every single change, every event, every decision that is made causes a brand new universe to begin. So there's a universe where I didn't decide to wear this shirt today. In fact, this morning, when I made the decision to wear this shirt, we entered that universe. That's why we have all these branching gray lines where every decision, boom, there's one where you said yes, one where you said no. And we see that in things like The Flash. That's the shirt. That's my quick, brief rundown. I hope you enjoy it. And when you wear it, you have a wonderful time.